Hey everybody, it's Marty the JavaScript Party and my buddy Rhett here, and we are on the verge of starting a brand new project. There's a couple new things, like I'm not using headphones anymore. Right at the end of the last project, I realized, oh, I can just talk, close the office door and just talk, and the computer speakers seem to do, or microphones seems to do, on my laptop seems to do just fine. So, anyways, this is the beginning of a new project, and the new project is basically I want to be able to create note cards, flip cards. Let's see, flashcards. A flashcard building application. Shouldn't be too crazy, but so basically, like when I like to study for stuff, I like to make thousands of flashcards and stuff. There's some benefit to writing the flashcards down, like when you're trying to memorize, but I think the audio of speaking the flashcards, yeah, okay, so that I kind of skipped ahead. So the idea is that I'll have an audio way of creating flashcards, so it'll be faster and easier, more enjoyable to create flashcards than it is now. Snoopy shush. So anyways, I guess that's going to be a bigger problem without headphones on, is you'll be able to hear the background noise a little bit better. I don't know, maybe I'll go back to the headphones. Snoopy! Hang on, I'm going to kick the dog out. Out. You're going out. 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 There we go. Here we go. So anyways, so I'm wanting to use I just finished up yesterday, I finished up this project, and I wanted to use my voice analyzer sort of prototype the behavior that I want. So basically at the very first round, what I want to create is something that will listen, create the flashcards, export a JSON, and be able to import a JSON and a CSV. So I think that'll be like the sort of the minimum viable product. Oh, and then also be able to flip through them. So that'll all sort of be in one suite. And then at that point, once I've sort of figured that out, and kind of been through, around the block a few times with that, then sort of figure out what the best next steps will be. Because I do want to be able to build all kinds of cool stuff. But anyways, so to sort of show, and then one of the things that's going to take me a little bit of time is I'm going to create a new channel on YouTube, and I'm not sure how long that takes. I don't think that takes very long, but things change. It's probably been about a year and a half since I've done one, so there's no telling what might be different. Now I've learned from just experience with building this application that for the flashcard application, I need to use this continuous mode. So the continuous mode, so the difference between the continuous mode is, like with discrete, I think I'd have to be a little bit more hands-on. So I'd have to be kind of like this, something along the lines of this, of like, question. And then they would know, okay, and then I would have to click again and say, how many elements are there on the periodic table? See, so, it's just sort of hands-on, whereas continuous, I think what I could do is something more along the lines of this. Question. How many elements are there on the periodics table? 500. And actually, I guess I could have said answer. But see, and then at this point, we have our, things to choose from or whatever. I don't know. So, but I believe that is how it works on Chrome. So if we go to Edge, I think it works a little bit better for me. Question. How many elements are there on the periodics table? Answer. 500. So as you see, like I could sort of key off of, oh, okay, I'm in question mode. Okay, I'm in answer mode. Maybe it would be like new. Maybe you say new and all that. So, I could be sitting here with a book, like this is an awesome book, The Fourth Turning, and I could just be reading it and then just be like, oh, question. And it could create a new thing, as I read. So my hands are free to interact with some other, either like even my phone or something, looking for the information, and then I can be using my voice to update the screen. I think that would be a lot more, pretty useful. And I like the way that, the Edge, the way their cloud returns data back is a little bit more useful for me than the way Edge does. So that is what we know. Let's see, Edge. So I do think that I just think that it just for this specific use case, Edge works better. And it's not really the Edge browser, it's more like the Edge cloud service. It just returns one value back. We don't care about confidence, and then it adds it does the proper casing for the questions, like the capital H, and then it adds punctuation, which is nice. So that would be. I think that's going to be. It's just going to work better, at least for now, as of November, almost December, November 30th, 2025. Edge works better. I do not think that this technology is like something that is super viable. So I think that's why I want to make sure that I have useful artifacts, because I think at some point all this stuff's just going to break, because this is a WebKit technology and all that. So anyway, so that is how we're getting started. I think next Sunday I'll start to select technologies. I definitely think I want to do unit testing on this. I'm starting to become a believer in unit tests, and then definitely end to end. And I definitely want to have my Cypress end to end in its own project. I also need to set up a GitHub, and then probably do issue tracking and all that. So that means that this would be a project that probably maybe somebody else could work with me on. I'm kind of new at that, so I wouldn't know exactly the best way to do that, but I could start creating issues and then start building branches and merging them into the main and all that stuff. So we are right at the beginning. This is video number 1. Happy coding, everybody. Bye.